Hello everyone, welcome back to Mini Madness. It's the evening splits now, and we're with the first of the two evening splits, of course. Lots and lots of drivers here. And yes, this is going to be interesting. It doesn't look like a full lobby, but it is. We brought in a couple of people signed up late, so they've been brought in. So we saw Jomas earlier, who was a reserve, and we also have Liam, who is a new driver in the championship. I hope you're all looking forward to this. We have 4 races coming up. We have 2 for the evening split 1ers and then 2 for the evening split 2ers. But if you haven't tuned in earlier, I suppose let's have a look at the championship first of all. As we switch over, as you can see there, GTLX is leading away from Jomas. Although, depending on the results, the final results, because we saw GTLX win the sprint race, but not the feature race. So there is a potential that there's been a change there in terms of the results. And you can see how close it actually is up the top. And as we get to this screen, page 2 especially, I mean, there is literally less than 20 points split in 16 drivers there. And bearing in mind, you know, in a feature race, a win is 40 points. Sprint race is 25 points. Is everything to play for here. And remember, it's top 4 rounds out the 6 that get counted in the overall championship. Now there's going to be a little something at the end for the winner. It's nothing amazing. It's not like £1 billion and you can retire for life. It's just a little something, so a little something to play with there. But this championship is all about fun, of course, which is why it's been made and why I'm just putting in the effort to do this as well. So as I say, the races have been earlier today. If you want to go check them out, they're all, their video on demands are all available already, which is fantastic. Although I believe the audio was slightly weird, so hopefully the audio has sorted itself out. And yes, well, fingers crossed we have a good evening of racing. There is something to it. Yeah, it's only a tiny something, although I'm going to have to source the thing that I am going to give away. But yes, there is going to be something. And if you do have any questions like involving the championship, around this championship, please do throw them in the chat. I'm more than happy to answer them. And as we get towards the end, look, you can see how many drivers are in this. We've got nearly 6 pages of competitors. As we flick over to the 6th page around about now, there we go. You can see that's a lot of drivers. A lot of drivers. So let's actually go to the room in question. Let's have a look at what's going on. I'll just let the drivers know we're going to start the qualifying at 1:15. And you're probably going, oh, the other lobby started at 10 past. Blah, 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 blah. Well, the first splits are always starting at 1:15 at this moment in time because the stream starts at 0:00, and then the others start at 10 past because they get a slight bit more practice because we normally finish around the 1:45. We give an hour. Yes, the cameraman is drunk. What the hell is this camera? What is this camera? Does anybody come on screen? Oh, here we go. Ah, there we go. It's fixed itself. Happy days. But yes, there's always a little bit of time. Oh, Antomic's gone in the pits again. Let's go jump to somebody else. There's always... I've forgotten my train of thought now. I've forgotten my train of thought. Oh, anyway. Let's just carry on as if we've not forgotten anything. What's going on in chat? First of all, just... yeah, the reason the lobby is set at this limit is it's always been in the rules that it should be DR of D and SR as S. It's always been in the rules. I haven't been able to apply that due to the competition account. We sorted that out a couple of weeks ago now, I think. And I have posted in the chat several times in the notice board that you need to have the right levels. We've already missed one driver earlier on this evening who is on as reserve at the moment if we do need the reserve driver at the moment. But I need to check actually who's in the lobby first of all, and then we'll go through some of the liveries because of course it's not all about the racing. We do have some fantastic liveries in this one. So who are we missing? Jack Mia at this moment in time. So hopefully they appear at some point. But let's have a look at some of the liveries. And we've got Bex there. We would use that Monsters Energy livery there. It's very nice. Monster Energy. Boom. We use the Bex in that car. We've got a Naked Wookie. Now, if you're wondering why it's Naked rather than Naked, I did mention this last time, I think, with the Wookie. But obviously, Naked is a banned word. So D and T, they're quite close in sounds. T takes it. So we can see the German flag on top there for Naked Wookie, and you see the lovely pictures on the side there. We're just inside the PG limit there. Oh dear, fantastic. Right, who jumped up there? We've got ERT Antimix. Now Antimix is in the STI, the Mini Cooper STI. Now we had the Mini Cooper EcoBoost earlier on, but yes, we've got the STI here as well. It's amazing how Mini are in all these brands, by the way. You know, the STI, the EcoBoost engines. It's amazing. Let's jump to Zakave now. You see that Mini Bean livery I was on about earlier? It was chewy. Blimmin' heck, I do have good memory. So Zakave. Just waiting for Zakave to come on screen a little bit more here. So Blake, as you might see him in chat, understeer with a target zone on the back as well. Oh, I love this stuff. I didn't realise Mr. Bean was in the target zone there. Then we've got Rapid GT, used to be Rapid Gator. We've got Space Invaders this time. Space Invaders livery. Look at that on the front as well, on the front grille. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with the front grille this week. Really impressed with the front grille. As Lorenzi, we haven't looked at Lorenzi yet. Lorenzi's in Hesketh Racing. Now, Hesketh is where I live. But I'm sure it's not linked in any way, shape or form. Let's have another look at it. Guys, if you've got an issue with the rules in chat, please just post it in Discord. Of course, let's not have any blame games. The rules have been there for quite a while. So I broke my own rules, basically, earlier in the season. So, what's that in the back? How do I zoom in again? I can't actually... Let's go on this camera. Is that a bear with an astronaut helmet on? I'm quite confused. Lorenzi might have to explain that at some point. Oh, right, okay, let's go to Lewis, LZR Lewis, just in the funky coloured Mini there. It's like a chameleon colour, a bit like the TVRs of the day. Yeah, the main rule is don't send anyone to the Shadow Realm, and we have seen a couple of Shadow Realm entries earlier today. Obviously, we say Narnia rather than Shadow Realm. It's the same place, believe it or not. Hello, Justin Wilson. Welcome to the racing. Right, so we're still missing one driver, so I just want to see if we can chase up a reserve, as we've got Martin B Racing. Well, can anyone see Martin B Racing's car? I can't see it. There's just a floating name above his head. If anyone can see it, can you let me know, please? Right. So, first of all, Shadowcat. Shadowcat, are you in the chat at all? I'll give you a minute or so. Romeo's, it's a joke about the camouflage, you pleb. Oh dear. Romeo's. Oh, I've reeled Romeo's in. Good and well there. Right, let's go to Mario Malls. I'll just give Shadowcat a brief moment, otherwise there is another driver as well who can join. Oh, Romeo's literally got trolled in. Oh god, that's been my night already. Well, we got the Batmobile here with the flames coming off the rear wheels. That's how powerful that Mini is. It's a front wheel drive car, but the rear wheels spin up. That's how good that is. We got Chewy in the Mr. Bean machine. Going very slowly at this moment in time. Got fast time there of Beck, so 104.3. But we are used to that machine going by. I think we may have missed Ram Smokescreen. There we go. The Haas Jack Jones Mini. So we saw that out last time as well. Again, we're going pretty global here. We've got Australia. Lots of Europeans in this one. Let's go to Vagabond now. And yes, we're just waiting for Vagabond to come a bit closer. These camera angles are going very weird this evening. Australia spec cars, yes. Right, I need to just call on another driver now. Ram Lamborghini, are you around? So these are drivers who signed up who may have missed earlier rounds for whatever reason. We'll go to Liam. Liam's a new driver in the championship. Let's have a look at Liam's livery here. Is that teeth on the grill? Hey, I like that. Look at that. Fair play. Maximum effort. Fair play there. Well, Lamborghini, get yourself in the lobby. That keyboard speed is above 200 miles an hour. Well, my APM actually is well near 200, I believe. Or used to be anyway. So that's what I expect. So we're just going to wait for Lamborghini to get in. We'll give him a few minutes as well. We're just on Bex at the moment. So the best way to get your SR up, Dave, is literally just sit at the back of a daily race and chill. Let everybody accelerate away and just chill at the back. That's the best way to get your SR up easy. So we can have a look at Bex here. Bex's times are pretty consistent until we get to the 106s. Not sure what the 106s were about, but we're back into the 104s again. So Bex might be one to look out for. So we are going to start the race at 18 minutes past, and basically unlimited laps again. Let me just type that in chat as well. Lewis in 7th, I know. Oh dear, let's see if he improves there. No, 133. That's LTR Lewis's standard. That's why he drives the Peugeot usually. A few people off the circuit there, including the Wookiee, and everyone gets a 3-second penalty to boot with that. Yes, let's just give it a little while. Let's get Lamborghini, who should be out on circuit now, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Let's have a look at Lamborghini's livery. We have the stars. We have an anchor. I believe that was an anchor anyway. Ignoring yellow flags. Yeah, I think that's a permanent ban for LZR Lewis. What do you reckon, guys? That's the Hesketh Racing Bear, mate. Oh, okay. Thank you very much for that one. So, yeah, it's a bit of an anchor. Not 100% sure of the meaning, but yeah, we'll go. So, yeah, we have 15 drivers, a full lobby then. Ban from FIA, confirmed. Well, to be honest with you, I do want to see Peugeot get to the World Finals, if I'm honest. That is one thing I want to see. They still have an opportunity to get there. So if I can help them, I will try and help them. Ban from marbles, confirmed. A weird sounding chair. What I missed, what I missed. You haven't missed anything yet. We're about to start qualifying in just a moment's time. So in the previous qualifying session, we had a 104.2. And the P2 driver was a 104.2. In fact, the gap was 0.001 between them. 0.001, and that was B Racing and Jomas. It was an unbelievable qualifying session. We'll see if we get a similar sort of gap as well. We can see Bex is nearly in those 0.2s, very close. But we're going to start in 1 minute's time. Well, GT Alex, I'll have you know, I can play the PlayStation on any machine now. I've got the adapters all for it. I literally have plugged it in. I've tried it with my OBS. I've tried everything. It works absolutely flawlessly. I've shown you some of the games I now own for it again, because I wasn't sure the discs were working in the other ones, so I bought new ones just in case. There. Alright, we are getting close to the start of this qualifying session. So let's get ready. Let me just... Oh, I'll post it later, actually, the thing I was going to post. So, track vote. Let's change tracks, right? As no, we're not going to change tracks, of course. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Qualifying is a go. Let's see what happens. We'll take you on a track guide as well with the lead driver out, basically. Oh, Antimix has just... look at that. 6 thousandths of a second Antimix has got up there in that practice. So the qualifier is beginning. Got this nice, lovely camera angle here. Hey, can we get like a static camera? Does it stay like this? Ooh, I'd love to just get a flying camera angle as they all pass. It'd be great. I never went through Zanny's livery. Is Zanny in this? Is Zanny in this one? Have I missed Zanny? I'm losing out here. Yes, Zanny's in this one. I apologise to Zanny greatly. I'll tell you what, we're going to go with Zanny on the flying lap. Oh, look, it's changed back again. Right, where is Zanny? I'm going to go with Zanny here. You're stuck. You're going to have to leave the lobby Lamborghini, I'm afraid, and try and join again. Yes, we did miss Zanny. I am really apologetic to Zanny here. I want to get with Zanny. Let me on Zanny! Stop changing places! Right, there we go. We're with Zanny now. So I'm going to have a look. We've got Tango and the Wabbit. I say I humbly apologise to Zanny. Obviously, as the board jumps around, I can occasionally miss people, and I miss Zanny hugely. There's no point, GT Alex, because he'll be stuck on the grid. But we're going to go with Zanny on this lap. You see lots of people up ahead, so there's going to be people falling over each other here. Slipstream is going to be a little bit helpful, but not massively helpful. You can still get quite low 104s without Slipstream, but it's, you know, it does help a little bit. We're on weak Slipstream, remember, and Boost is on weak, but Boost shouldn't have an impact during this qualifying session. Oh, someone's already gone off somewhere. Who is that? That's smoke screen off, but you can see as we come into this hairpin here, Zanny gets a nice line there, and Lewis gets well out the way here. So does the Naked Rookie. A few people having a few mistakes on this opening lap. You can see now that this is flat. This is quite a flat-out circuit in the fact that we have a braking zone on turn 1, a braking zone into turn 2, which is very it's a very soft braking zone, and then we're gonna have this really long acceleration period all the way up to the hairpin, and then that's our final braking zone. So 3 braking zones, 2 heavy. That is all this circuit has to offer. So it's been very close racing throughout the day, and this is obviously the final 4 races that we have this evening. So we're heading towards the line now. We have Zakave into the 104 straight off the back there for Zakave. Rapid very close as well. Chewy into the 104.8 now as we head towards the line. We've got a 105.4 there, 106, 104.9, 104.9, 104.6 for Zanny. Zanny gets that pole initially with a 104.6 here. 6? I can't speak. But Zanny is up into P1 at the moment. That's a very good lap by Zanny. A really good banker as well if he wants to now go for the faster lap. And yeah, he's going to have to look to see what he wants to do here. Pulls in where LZR Lewis is. And everyone's lying astern at this moment in time. Let's jump with LZR Lewis here. See if Lewis is up. Lewis is 1.4 seconds up on a 106.3. That's in the 104s at least. As you see people diving out the way, trying to get space here, there and everywhere. Obviously you want a little bit of slipstream here. But you want to avoid some of the carnage as well as they come in to the final corner. And Zakave improves a 104.7 back up into P2 for Zakave. We're going to see what Lewis gets though as we head towards the line. Rapid a 104.7 as well. Chewy a 104.5. Chewy your new pole sitter at this moment in time as we head towards the line. And Lewis a 105.1. Antimix a 104.7. Wow, this qualifying is ridiculously close here. Chewy leading the way in that Mr. Bean machine. As round they go, they're going to have 2 more laps to qualify with here. So it might be one where you prep the lap for the final lap. We'll wait and see. But Chewy is your current lead driver here in this very, very competitive lobby. I've got to say, if we have a look at the gaps going down, Zanny is 14 thousandths ahead of Murray, who is 24 thousandths ahead of Antimix, who is 40 thousandths ahead of Rapid, who is 32 thousandths ahead of Zakave, and then we have that little bit of a 2-tenth gap to Lorenzi. So you can see how close it is. 2 tenths covers the top 6 positions here. Unbelievable stuff. But let's go to Chewy. Is Chewy on a fast lap at this moment in time? It doesn't look like it from what I can tell. We'll find out as we head towards the line whether Chewy improves even further. Remember, 104.2 has been our peak qualifying time throughout the day. That's not an improvement there for Chewy. What about Rapid GT? Nope. What about Martin? Martin does improve at 104.9 there. Big improvement for Martin. Bex at 104.5. Bex is now your provisional pole sitter there with that lap on the second to last qualifying lap, essentially. As we go with Zakave now. Zakave all on their own. Ram at smokescreen there, 105.3 as well. What's Zakave doing? Oh, purple. Zakave is purple on his own. Here we go as we head towards the last corner here. Zakave, can he do anything? I think slipstreams might cost him 1 or 2 miles an hour. We'll have to see. But this is a lovely line into the last hairpin. Can he maintain the speed? Oh, he maintains an absolute stonking apex speed there. That is absolutely lovely. As we head towards the line now, is Zakave going to improve? 2.5 attempts off pole position, but sitting in P7 at this moment in time. Zakave heads towards the line here. Is it going to be an improvement? Is it going to be a big improvement? It's a big improvement. It's up to P4. Look at the gaps between them. 8 thousandths behind Danny, 6 thousandths ahead of Murray. We head towards the line now for Rapid GT. Any improvement here? No improvement for Rapid GT. Is Bex on for a fast lap? No improvements there. LZR Lewis up into P3 on the last one. Lorenzi gets it. Lorenzi gets it. Murray improves as well on a 104.5. Fantastic qualifying session here. Lorenzi gets it on the final lap. And Smokescreen improves as well. This is a very competitive lobby here. My word, a lot of 104s. A lot of 104s here. As we're just waiting for the basic timer to run out. But my word, a few finishes there. And this has been brilliant. But we're going to get racing now. We have a 5-lap sprint race, and then it will be followed by a feature race of 14 laps with a reverse grid in that feature race. But sprint race first of all, 5 laps with Lorenzi starting on that pole position, followed by Murray, and then P3 is Bex, P4 for Chewy, P5 for Lewis, P6 for Zanny, 7 for Zakave, 8 for Antimix, 9 for Rapid GT, 10 for Martin, 11 for Naked Rookie, 12 for Vagabond, and then we have 13 for Smokescreen and 14 for Liam. Now we're going to go with P3 again to have a look at the start. We can see 2 lights, 3 lights, 4, 5. So we get ready for the green. Off we go. There is some skill required. Lorenzi gets quite a slow start there. I think Murray Mills has had quite a good start. Bex has had the best start of them all, I think. Bex already making the move on Lorenzi. Lorenzi loses out straight off the bat, but Murray Mills in the lead at the moment. Is Bex going to make a move into turn number 1? Is going to try it. Oh, nearly outbreaks themselves there, but survives. So it's going to be Murray Mills into P1 and taking the lead of this race as they exit the hairpin here. Unbelievable stuff there. Lorenzi going all the way down to P5 now on the grass and struggling a little bit here as they continue around the right-hander. LZR Lewis up to P4 as well, and they continue on to the back straight. So Lorenzi losing out on the start. The start does require a little bit of skill. Traction control is disabled. There's penalties on as well. You got to be careful. Oh my word, there's an absolute huge shunt in the background. We'll try and have another look at that at some point, but there's been an absolute bonko shunt as we come into the hairpin now with the lead group here. Murray Mills leading the way from Bex. Round we go, and we can see the Mr. Bean machine in there as well. Murray looks like he lost the weight of the car a little bit there. Bex on the inside here in that Monster Energy livery. They head towards the line again. There's no safety cars in this one. There is boost though. It helps everybody get back up to speed. And Murray Mills still leading the way. Bex on the outside as we head towards turn number 1. Into the braking zone we go. Murray Mills goes defensive. Murray Mills keeps that position. Lovely defensive driving there by Murray Mills. And into the right-hander we go. LZR Lewis getting into the mix. Well, Murray Mills runs a little bit deep there. And Bex looking on the inside as well as they go on to the right-hander and coming onto the back straight as well. Bex on the inside here, but Murray Mills surely could have a better run, but loses the rear slightly as they continue on. It's a big fight between these two. I have saved that crash from earlier on as well. We'll have a look at that afterwards as we continue on at this moment in time. Ram Smokescreen's got a little bit of a penalty there. That should disappear shortly. Murray Mills leading from Bex. Look at this big pack of minis at the moment. 7 cars in there and a slight gap to Rapid GT later on. They head towards the hairpin again. Murray Mills goes defensive. Bex on the outside here. Bex trying to go around on the outside, trying to maintain that momentum a little bit to get a good run on the straight. Doesn't quite work. Actually loses 2 positions there to Lewis and Chewy as they go down the start finish straight here. LZR Lewis goes to the inside. Chewy stays with the slipstream. Zakave goes to the left hand side as well as they head towards the line again. We're going to start lap number 3. You're about to see whoever's in last to get the fastest lap by a country mile. Just wait and see. But in terms of the lead battle here, Murray is stuck in the middle. LZR Lewis goes down the inside here, comes in to the right hander though on the outside. So Murray Mills going to keep that position unless Murray runs deep. Doesn't, but Chewy's on the inside of LZR Lewis. LZR Lewis about to lose a position, I think, as they go into the right-hander once again. and round we go. And as you can see, Vagabond gets the fastest lap for now. Now, I want to have a quick look at that incident that happened earlier on. What happened here then? So we're with Liam at this moment in time. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Vagabond and Smokescreen. I'm not sure what that was like. And then Vagabond comes straight across, hits Liam, and that forces a bit of an incident there. But we go to the lead battle here. We just catch LZR Lewis going for the move at the hairpin. Gets it done as well. Chewy and Naked Rookie, a little bit of contact there as well as they come around the hairpin. So LZR Lewis is going to be your lead driver at the moment. Chewy on the outside here with a bit of a better run. Morimo's in the slipstream as well. Naked Rookie in there. And we continue on. Someone kill Bentley, please. Please no killing in this race. As we continue on, the LZR Lewis goes hugely defensive here. Chewy's going to have to go in the middle. Morimo's to the right-hand side here. As we go into the left-hander. Oh, it's all close. A little bit of a tag there. Potentially, maybe a bit of lag, I'm not sure, as we go into the hairpin. LZR Lewis leading the way on lap number 4 from Chewy, from Naked Rookie. And where has Bex gone? Bex has disappeared to Narnia, back down in P8. Martin B Racing's gone rallying. Well, I think that was Martin B Racing. I can't see the car. Camouflage joke, what can I say? We continue on round. Naked Rookie P4, Lorenzi in P5 as we continue now up the hill. LZR Lewis with a bit of a significant gap now to that P2 battle. Morimo's on the inside, Chewy in the middle, Naked Rookie on the outside. Lewis goes the most defensive I've ever seen anyone go on this straight so far. Into the hairpin we go. Everybody is all over the place and they all are surviving at this moment in time. Lots of weight shifting in these cars. Oh, Antimix has been pushed out wide a little bit there as we continue on towards the start finish line. We're about to start the final lap with LZR Lewis leading the way here from Morimo's, from Chewy, Naked Rookie. Lorenzi's in there as well. Lorenzi, the pole sitter, remember, down in P5 at this moment in time. And Rapid GT, Bex is coming back as well. Bex on the inside, a bit further back. Chewy on the inside, and Morimo's here. Oh, a little bit of contact there further back. As we jump to that now, I think Rapid GT's just been sent to Narnia. As we go around the corner, Bex back up into P6, trying to get a run on Naked Rookie. Further back, what's happening here at Ramp Smokescreen? Still got a penalty here. We'll have to get rid of that before the end of the lap, or we'll lose a significant amount of positions here. But we'll wait and see. Let's go to that lead battle. LZR Lewis still leading the way, 7/10 ahead. All Lewis has to do is survive at this moment in time. Morimo's P2, Chewy in P3. As we head towards the hairpin for one last time in this sprint race. Oh, somebody else has just got to Narnia, and 2 other people have as well. Remember, there is an incident reporting system available to these drivers if they feel unsportsmanlike conduct is being done here. But we continue around the hairpin for one last time. LZR Lewis heads towards the line at this moment in time. It's going to be LZR Lewis from Morimo's, Lorenzi in P3, Chewy P4, Bex in P5, I think, from Naked Rookie. It's going to be close as they head towards the line between those drivers, and it's going to be Bex from Naked Rookie, Antimix, Zakave, Rapid GT, Vagabond, Liam, Marty B Rating, Smokescreen, and Zanny coming up in the rear. I'm not sure what happened to Zanny there. It may have been a dive bomb. I'm not too sure. As I say, drivers can report incidents that they feel is unsportsmanlike conduct. We saw actually earlier on today that in terms of racing, we saw somebody make a mistake, a dive on the last lap. They gave that position back, which is fair driving. That's the kind of driving we want to see. So we'll have to wait and find out in terms of that. But LZR Lewis there, your winner, gone up 4 positions there, and some brilliant racing at the front of the field. And yes, we will save that replay and we'll just have a provisional look at the results in just a second. Let's change this to 14 laps. And we're going to go to the reverse grid based on previous race results. I say, Antimix, if there's any unsportsmanlike conduct, please do post it in the report section. Same for you, Zanny, as well. Please do post it. Penalties will be applied. Turn 2, too much dive bombing. I can certainly put a bit of a notice out there. Warm up, cool down. But yes, we can breathe a little bit now. We can breathe a little bit here. We have saved the replay and we'll go spectator mode. So they're going to start in about 4 minutes time. If you do have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the chat. So we're just on Naked Wookie at the moment. But yeah, LZR Lewis has got a lot of work to do now to come through the field. 14 drivers to overtake. Please feel free, Romeos. Fire away with the questions. Where is Martin B rating? Wait, I've no idea. I just see his name floating about. Not a question, just a comment. It's pretty fun to watch. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the racing. It is good. So it can get a bit messy in the mid-pack. There's no denying that. But that's the whole point of the madness part. And the problem we have in terms of this car and the physics a little bit with GT. GT is a very bouncy game when cars hit each other. So a small little contact, as we saw as well, you know, with the incident between Vagabond, Smokescreen and Liam. Literally, there was a small tap between Vagabond and Smokescreen. I think that might have been lag, actually, if I'm honest. But that then caused a Constantina effect in terms of, or a domino effect, sorry, not Constantina effect, in the fact that Vagabond then lost the rear, and you can't bring it back at that point. So that suddenly went into Liam, who sent Liam miles off the track as well. So it is one of those things where there is contact, may seem nuclear in some situations, but it's actually not as nuclear as it feels. And that's why in this, and that's why I've typed it a little bit in chat as well. We saw earlier on that patience is actually the best way to get past drivers here, because a lot of drivers will come rushing into turn 2, trying to get like the dive or trying to accelerate early, and they'll run wide. And we saw a few drivers in the grass. So what you can do is get on the inside of a lot of drivers and make those positions that way. That's one of the things that that's one of the things that you should do in that situation. If there's a lot of cars around you, just be patient, try and slow it down a little bit, watch other drivers make mistakes, and try and come through the field. As Marty B Racing says in chat, when it's 4 wide, the contact will happen. You've just got to try and make sure you don't get into those situations. Let other drivers potentially get into those situations and take advantage of those. The problem I have with Boost Off, because this is the community event, in other championships, Monty, there will be other championships which are a bit more serious in terms of race cars rather than minis, etc., is that, as we saw, Vagabond got taken out early on. I didn't get taken out, it was just an incident and was miles behind. It allows Vagabond to at least get back in the race. Now if that happens in the feature race, someone will potentially might want to leave. I don't want them to leave if a mistake has happened, because mistakes do happen. So Boost is there just to allow a driver to get back into the mix, allow them to still have a race if necessary, because accidents do happen. I'm human, I've made mistakes while racing. Everybody makes mistakes while racing. I say, Zanny, if there is an issue anywhere, mate, just honestly have a look at it, maybe talk to the driver in question, and if you still have an issue, put it in the report section, and I'll more than happily investigate it. Remember, we do have a new penalty system here as well. It's an incident system, and basically what that means is, let me just type one thing because somebody didn't do this last time. I'll spell that wrong, is starting in pole position. So, yeah, as I say, the contact will happen. Talk to the drivers, have a look at the replay. If you still feel like somebody's driving a bit stupidly, report it, I'll have a look at it. Penalties can be applied. We can actually, apply seconds penalties, etc. Boost is there to help you get back into the mix. So that if a penalty is applied, literally, they lose out massively, and you can then start gaining positions again. So, we are about to get racing here. I've given the warning. So, let's get ready with our feature race. And let me make sure I have done the settings correctly. There we go, 14. Absolutely bob on. Let's get ready. I nearly entered the track myself then. Race starts. Here we go. The feature race is about to begin here. We need to go with Ram Lamborghini. because they are starting on pole position. So we're about to get ready for this 14-lap feature race. Remember, reverse grid. LZR Lewis is starting at the back. Lamborghini starting at the front. Zanny there in P2, P3 for Smokescreen, P4 for Martin B, P5 for Liam, P6 for Vagabond, P7 Rapid, P8 Zakave, P9 Antimix, P10 Naked Wookie, and yes, I missed the rest of the grid there. P11 Bex, P12 Chewy, P13 Lorenzi, P14 Murray Moles, and P15 for Lewis. We're going to go on board now with Smokescreen as we have 5 red lights. We get ready for the green. And we are racing here in this race. Lamborghini gets away as well. So Lamborghini actually gets a race here. And looks like Zanny's had a bit of a bad start. Let's jump to the TV screen because Smokescreen is overtaking Zanny. It's going to be the Ram team first and second at this moment as we head towards the first corner. There's an invisible car on the outside, it looks like. Oh, a little bit of lag there from Smokescreen as well. As we come into the right-hander here. And a lot of cars going very tight there. But Lamborghini leading the way at this moment in time. And we'll see if there's any big movers further back. LZR Lewis right at the back there at the moment, trying to go down the inside. The inside's the safest place in terms of the minis, of course, because if you get dived, they're normally going to go wide. So if you're on the inside, happy days. You survive. LZR Lewis trying to make his way through the field. Let's look to the leaders. At the moment, the Ram team leading the way. Oh, Vagabond's got a bit wide there. Lorenzi's hit Vagabond as well. Bit of unfortunate contact there as we come into the hairpin there. And Zanny leading this big group round as they go around. Look at that. So many minis on your screen at this moment in time. They are absolutely everywhere. But the Tango machine of Zanny in P4, Rapid GT P5, Naked Wookie P6, Zakave P7. In fact, we might have a battle for the lead here as well. It's down to 3 tenths at this moment in this gap as they head towards turn 1 here. And it's all line astern there as P3 is... got a little bit of a gap there. Naked Wookie Rapid GT close. Let's go a bit further back. Antimix P7, Bex P8, Murray Moles P9. Murray Moles has made some moves there, I think, as well, because Murray Moles came P2, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, LZR Lewis is in there as well in P10, making some moves. So a lot of the drivers from the last race are making their way up the field as we come round that corner now. And what's happened to Zanny Wabbit in all of this? I'll try and see if I can take note. But Lamborghini leading the way at the moment from Smokescreen as we head towards the hairpin. And you don't need to scream while you race. I wonder who's screaming while they're racing. But we can see we've got this invincible car here in P3. We continue around. This joke's getting boring, isn't it? I imagine. As we continue around, if we have a look a bit further back. Oh, LZR Lewis has just gone off there as well. And Zakave down the inside. Oh, Naked Wookie at the moment as we head towards the start finish line. Start lap number 3. Is Zakave going to get it done? No, he's not. Misses out on the slipstream that Naked Wookie has from Rapid GT there. As we continue towards the first corner. Let's have a look a bit further back. As we're 2-3 wide here. Coming into the first corner. And Chewy's leading that pack now. Some very tight racing going on here. Chewy trying to get rid of a penalty. A little bit of contact here, there and everywhere. But that's just because of the tight racing. As Yellow's on the outside at the moment. Chewy on the inside. Liam even more on the inside. Uses that sausage to full effect. As we go around that corner. And Liam up into P9 at this moment in time. Oh, there's big contact there between Chewy and Lewis. Big contact. As we continue on, Lewis managed to survive that anyway. Lewis now on the inside of Liam as we head towards the hairpin once again. Lewis looking to try and get that move done. Can we have a better camera, please? Thank you very much, Mr. Camera Director. And LZR Lewis on the inside here. Looks like it's going to get done. And Lewis does indeed get it done. Up into P9. Got a lot of work to do to try and get those maximum scores though, but everybody is still up ahead. Let's have a look at the lead battle. Lamborghini are 1 second ahead of Smokescreen, 6 tenths ahead of Marty B Racing. Then we have a line of cars. But, oh, Bex is under pressure from Antimix here, and a little bit of contact further back as well as they come into the left-hander. LZR Lewis cuts that beautifully there as we look now towards the right-hander. And look at that, that cut beautifully brought LZR Lewis into this battle for P7 now. I think there's been a bit of contact between Chewy and I'm not sure if it was further back, but they continue round all the same. And it is all about trying to escape that mid-pack when you start from the rear, and then try and escape and join some of the lead battles here. The less cars around you, the easier it is to race, of course. When there's 4 around you, it's pretty damn difficult. So Lamborghini now 1.5 seconds ahead, really pulling that gap away now. Chewy with 103.5. That's how boost works. If you're interested, it allows you to catch up to the field, the back of the pack, and get involved with the battles again if something does happen during the race. And it's a community event, of course, which is why it is enabled. As we continue on now, it's Ram Smokescreen from Martin B Racing. Rapid GT looking to try and make the move on Martin B Racing as they head towards the line. Just can't quite do it just because of that slipstream here. But is Rapid GT going to go for the move down the inside? No, stays behind for now. Tries to keep it safe. Doesn't want to bring anybody else into it. Let's go a bit further back here. Oh, a big contact there between LZL Lewis and Zanny. Oh, they're all over the place here. Can I go a bit further back with the camera? Lewis has survived that somehow, but lots of little bit of contact happening towards the rear here. As I said, there's an incident system in place. So, for example, if you have 5 incidents with other cars, mistakes or not, oh, big contact. If you have mistakes or not, you have 5 incidents, you're getting a 5-second penalty, which is significant, as you can see by the gaps in this race. So if many people get 5 seconds, you could be P14 and end up P4, for all you know. But we continue on. Lamborghini, 1.3 seconds. They're all surviving. Zanny's just apologised to Lewis there. So Zanny's obviously made a mistake there, but an apology. Again, drivers can apologise after. They don't have to apologise during it. But even so, we continue on. LZR Lewis still in that P9 position behind Antomix. So Lewis just needs a good run here, I feel, and we could maybe see Lewis towards the front. A lot of these guys are competing at the top end of the championship in this lobby, actually. It's quite a tough lobby. We saw that with qualifying as well, and you can see that lean on the Mini. I love the lean there. It's absolutely lovely. Oh, Lorenzi's gone off a little bit here. A little bit of contact there between Lorenzi and Chewy. Just guys running a little bit wide into turn 1. Force him on the grass, and then they can't stop the car into turn 2, which is where we are expecting some of the accidents to happen, and where we have seen some of the accidents happen as well. As we go towards the front here, these have been line astern for quite a while now. So Lamborghini really putting in some pace here, stretching out this group, actually helping a lot of the drivers just stay in line and try and keep the racing going. As we continue on now, Lewis is all over the back of Antomix, I feel here. Antomix goes slightly defensive here. Well, it has to stay line astern there. Chewy's gone well too deep there. Zakave's gone out wide as well. So Lewis up to P8 now. We're following this mid-pack still. We want to see where Lewis ends up in this entirety of this race, because it's line astern up ahead. Naked Wookie and... oh, Rapid GT go for the move on Martin B Racing. Actually gets it done there. Down the straight. Obviously gets a better run there. Into the left-hander we go. Martin B Racing trying to defend from Naked Wookie. Gets that done here as we then go in to the right-hander. And Naked Wookie, ooh, trying to hit. Look at that. How much of the course can you cut there? Naked Wookie is deciding how much rather than the stewards. LZR Lewis now up to P7. Our next target is going to be Bex in P6, but we've seen how fast this lead group is. It'd be worthwhile for some of these guys further back to start working together, try and push each other towards the front, because you don't want to be caught up in that mid-pack madness, mini-madness, mid-pack madness. It's the same situation as we continue on now towards the hairpin. And I want to see if LZR Lewis is going to keep this position. It does indeed. Line astern there. Oh, Liam's gone a bit deep. Little bit of contact there, I feel, but I didn't quite see what happened there as we continue towards the line. Lamborghini still leading by 1.5 seconds from Smokescreen, who's built a bit of a gap there to Rapid GT. Obviously, Rapid GT, Marcy B Racing, Naked Wookie, and Bex have all been fighting for a little while now. And then we've got LZR Lewis further back, who's got some work to do. Zakfe was in the barrier then on the straight. That's a bit of an interesting line. As you can see, everybody's trying to cut that as much as possible to stay, keep it tight, get a good run for this hairpin, which is exactly what you want. As a small little penalty comes up, it doesn't really matter as long as that penalty is off by the line. Otherwise, you get a 1 second penalty automatically by the game. So even so, we continue on. Now, if I was Antomix here and Murray Moulds, I'd be pushing Lewis towards the lead pack here. Try and catch up to Bex, who is in P6 at this moment in time, because that way you're fighting for more points, and you never know what happens towards the end of this race as well. As we continue on now towards the hairpin, we're about to finish lap number 8 as well. Naked Wookie down the inside, and Marcy B Racing here into the hairpin. Bex is then going to try to cut back surely here. Going to have a lot of momentum. Look at this. They're trying it. Bex is going to do it surely here. Oh, it's going to be close, but Maggiore Race is going to have the slipstream here, but Beck's potentially got the slipstream of Smokescreen up ahead. Rapid GT has just got ahead of Smokescreen as well. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll have a look on the back straight at least as we continue on towards the left-hander again. And Rapid GT into P2 at this moment in time, overtaking the Australian there. Naked Wookie, a lot of drifting happening here. Into the right-hander we go. And you can see they are catching behind now. LZR Lewis and Antimix. Round they go, and you can see this is going to be a big battle for P2 at this moment in time. Lamborghini leading the way still by quite a margin, so a lights to flag finish at this moment in time for that individual driver as we continue on. Let's have a look a bit further back. What the heck's happening here? They're still side by side further back here. Zanni currently in that P9 position. Lorenzi's in there as well. Liam's in there as well. Debuting driver. Murray Moles has fallen back. Not sure what's happened to Murray Moles in all that. And Vagabond's currently P13. It's activating P14. But that's the rear of the field at the moment in time. And see, Zanni goes to move on Liam. Gets it done as well. What a move by Zanni there into the hairpin. Great move. Pulled off perfectly there. Maintained apex speed as well. Good stuff by Zanni. But they're going to have to try and keep up with Antimix and Lewis. You can see the battling going on up ahead as we go to Rapid GT now. 2.5 seconds behind Lamborghini as we continue towards the left-hander. What is radar? Who knows? As we now go into this really complex section. And where is LZR Lewis in all this? So they are close enough now for the slipstream of the cars in front. And you can see, in fact, Lewis is bringing the entire mid-pack as well. So this is going to be P2 to P14 here. All going to be very, very close. And as I say, 5-second penalty. You're going to the rear of the field, which is why we promote clean driving here. As we continue on, let's go to Rapid GT at the moment, still leading this big battle here. Line astern, everybody. Look at this. Oh, Vagabond's gone a bit wide there. There's going to be a bit of contact with the Renzi as well, it looked like, as we continue towards the right-hander now. Rapid GT leading this entire pack of cars at this moment in time. And it's like nobody can overtake suddenly. What on earth is going on here? Rapid GT putting out some serious pace. So is Lamborghini, though, as we continue on. Look at that lap by Zanni, a 101. A 101.4. That's unbelievable pace with the boost as well, obviously. As we continue on, it's going to be a Smokescreen on the inside, trying to defend from Naked Wookie. Is Naked Wookie going to try and go around the outside? Gets it done. What a move by Naked Wookie. And a bit of contact there with Bex as well. Oh, a little bit of lag there under the braking. That is where you expect to see the lag spikes. As we continue on Dirty Air. Dirty Air in minis, are you having a laugh? As we continue around the right-hander now. 3.5 laps to go. And we're on Smokescreen at the moment. The Australian inside a German and British sandwich. And you can see Lewis is getting very close further back as well. All sprint race winner. And Lamborghini just leading the way. Happy days for Lamborghini at this moment in time. Into the braking zone they go again. Smokescreen tries to go down the inside. Doesn't quite work there. Look how close the racing is. Oh, Naked Wookie going for the cutback there. Naked Wookie going for the cutback. Is it going to work here? Down the start-finish line they go. And there's going to be side-by-side action here with Rapid GT and the Naked Wookie. Bex in behind and Smokescreen as well. They're all line astern here as they head towards the line. And what's Naked Wookie going to do? Any moves going to be made at the first turn. Rapid GT goes defensive here. Bex stays on the racing line there. Further back. Going to have a better run into the corner here, surely. Oh, Smokescreen's gone off. Smokescreen has gone off. I'm not sure what's happened there. We'll see if we can have a look at what happened. Lewis is up to P5 now at this moment in time. P5 for Lewis and Antimix up to P6. So they're working together very nicely here, making their way through the field. Just as I said you need to do. Be patient. Let the race come to you here. This is what that track is all about as we continue on now. Let's see if we can see what happened to Smokescreen and all of that. As you can see, Smokescreen is going to come down the straight here. Can I get a better camera, please? Here we go. This is what I wanted. Oh, a big hit from Martin B Racing there. So that was the cause of that incident. And manages to survive it, actually, to be fair to the driver of Smokescreen there. Manages to survive and stay on circuit as we continue on now. And Lamborghini 3.5 seconds ahead of Rapid GT, and you can see now they're 3 wide behind. It's Bex versus Naked Wookie versus LZR Lewis. Let's jump to that battle now. LZR Lewis on the inside here, so has the huge advantage of being on that inside. They all break, they all make it. Bex now on the inside for the hairpin. Oh, around the outside by LZR Lewis. What a move that is! What a move! Round the outside on the hairpin, just managed to break enough there. Up into P3 now for LZR Lewis, but Bex coming back at LZR Lewis as well. A bit further back, Naked Wookie and Antimix side by side now as well. As they continue now up the hill towards the hairpin. This is going to be a fantastic battle for P2 towards the end of this race, with all these drivers in with a shot of that battle. And we continue. Get in there, Lewis. Miracles do happen. And we head towards the hairpin now. It looks like somebody ran a little bit wide there. Lewis trying to get rid of that penalty as well. Oh, Antimix broke a little bit late there, I think. Dived out the way to avoid contact. That's good sportsmanlike conduct. It's going to be line astern here as well as they head towards the line. And wow, Beck's quid back at LZR Lewis, but LZR Lewis going to have the slipstream here. Rapid GT going to decide who's going to get the slipstream as they continue on. They're fighting over this slipstream as they head towards the line. Lamborghini is looking like he's going to take the victory at this moment in time, but Naked Wookie looking like he wants to make a move as well. Down the inside of LZR Lewis, 3 wide into turn 1 once again for the last time. Naked Wookie tries to get it done. They run wide. LZR Lewis goes. Thank you very much. I'll have that off of all of you. And through LZR Lewis goes. It's going to be 3 wide in the hairpin. Antimix round the outside now. Is Antimix going to get a good run here? It looks like that's the case. Oh, a little bit of contact there, but Antimix, I believe, might get a position. Oh my word, how did they survive that? Round the go. And it looks like Beck is going to get that potentially further back. There's all sorts of battles going on as we continue on. Antimix up into that P4 position. What a move by Antimix round the real outside there of the hairpin, but looks like he's going to get it done for now. As we continue on towards the last corner once again, LZR Lewis really needs to get rid of that penalty before the line, otherwise it's a 1 second penalty into the final hairpin we go. There we go, LZR Lewis gets rid of that there. Into the final hairpin we go for one last time in this first evening split race, and heading towards the line, it's going to be Lamborghini. It's going to be your race victor here. It's going to be side by side action further back, but Lamborghini is your winner there. Lovely and orthodox finish there. And Rapid GT in P2, Lewis in P3, Antimix in P4, P5 for Bex, P6 for Wookie, 7 for Zakave, 8 for Smokescreen, 9 for Liam, 10 for Martin, 11 for Marimol, 12 for Vagabond, 13 for Lorenzi, and 14 for Zanny Wabbit. There's been a big incident there on that lap at some point, 126. And Zanny is coming across the line there, 1 minute and a 1 minute point 8 there. So we had some fantastic racing towards the front. 15-17, that's one of the fastest races to date, I believe. That's quite substantial. But my word, that was some great racing at the front at least. Let's just save that replay and let's have a look at the provisional results. I say provisional because there may be some reports, instant reports going in. I suspect there will be some instant reports going in at least. But even so, we're going to have a look at the final results. I say, Zanny, please feel free to put in some incident reports. When you have no one to race against, of course, it's fast. That's very true, but you still got to make it happen at the end of the day. So Lamborghini is your victor there, followed by Rapid GT and LZR Lewis. That's your podium finishers there. We then have Antimix, Bex, Naked Wookie, Zakave, Screen. I'll get it right eventually. We have Liam, Martin B Racing, Marimols, Vagabond, Lorenzi, and Zanny there. They're your final drivers. We also have Chewy, who will come in P15 there, who is a DNF. So that is evening split 1 done. We're now about to jump to evening split 2, which is going to feature these drivers. Let's just have a look at that. So you can see the drivers there, another full lobby. I'm just making sure I've saved the replay. There we go. So you can see there, evening split 2, we've got Lars de Coops, Gaudi Hornet, Big Mac, Max Bailey, Maverick, Jersey, Romeo's Cousin, Kenny3390, Mr. Goal Machine, VXM, TLE, Agrusa in Alabama, TSR, Ryan, CNF Stag, and Bernie8719. Who is this Maverick imposter? But guys, if you have a problem with a driver, please post instant reports in the Discord. That's where it's for. I don't want to kind of read them in the chat. So let's just have a look here. I just need to get the lobby set up, guys. I won't be a second. Let me load the settings. I say I won't be a second, guys. I'm obviously the admin, the commentator, the pleb, everything that you want to be. Everything you don't want to be, honestly. Right, let me just create that lobby for split 2 competitors. So that lobby is making for you individuals. Let's have a look at the championship again, just to give you an idea. You've seen those drivers. Let's have a look. So we've got Kenny, obviously, coming into this race as well. Kenny, look at that, in that real top area of the championship at this moment in time. Currently, what's that? P7, 99 points. So GT Alex has not got the full contingency of points in this round. Obviously, there's more rounds where the potential of that as well. Maximum of 4 rounds count. But yes, we are just taking a little breather now before we then start the feature. It's a sprint race on the qualifying as well, of course, for this final split of the evening. The qualifying should start around 10 past to quarter past if you need to go get a drink or whatever else you may want to do and go and do in that meantime. You get a lot done in those 10 minutes. Otherwise, stay with us and yeah, we'll have a look at some of the liveries. I can overtake by not braking and aiming at the apex. But yes, we're going to have a look at the liveries, then go into the qualifying, then of course the races, and then we will see where we end up. Don't worry, Tidge, I've got the whiskey going, drinks are sorted. That's absolutely fantastic. I've got an ironing board behind me because I'm halfway through my ironing at the moment. Room is 1 bar, it says. But we'll have a look how stable it is, Romeo's cousin. You just get to the end of this championship standings. If you saw Baz in there, by the way, Baz's points are wrong in this standings. He should be much higher. So apologies for that one. And yes, I think what we will do now is we will jump to the lobby and just see what is going on. What's the story in Balamori? And I just need to mark people off as we go as well. As I say, if you've got any questions, please do fire away. More than happy to help, of course. If any questions, I'm sure half of chat is as well, because half of chat are competitors as well. So we have Kenny. Couldn't find Kenny then. We've got the Coops. We've got Agrusa in Alabama. We've got Big Mac. We've got TNT-R Max Bailey. Romeo's cousin. Isn't that Mercutio? I don't know. CS Tag. TSR Ryan. Although one of my favourite moments of the night so far is actually reeling Romeo's cousin in, I've got to say. So, yes, we've got a random person pretending to be Key there. Thank you, admins. You're doing a fantastic job. So we've got Gowdy Hornet and Jersey in there as well. I was planning to have a mini video in between these lobbies, so I could do this without you guys having to watch this. But yeah, unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to do that yet. The boost stops working at the 5 seconds behind the leader mark. Does it? That's interesting to know. So, Dave, you're Maverick, aren't you? So you don't have your ratings that high enough. Let me just put that in orange then. So if you work on your SR for next time, that should be fine. Oh, TLE has just joined. I had put notices out in advance. I've not just decided it today. I have put out notices in advance. Oh, we got flashes of lights there from Gowdy Hornet in the Spider-Man. We've not seen that Spider-Man before. Yeah, LZR Lewis does need a boost though. I mean, there's a Peugeot driver. They all need boosts. It's just like it's like one of those facts. It's in the Bible, I think. We just get Bernie joining the lobby. So we're just missing one individual. Is any or are any of the so let's I'm trying to find the substitute drivers. So is Shadowcat in chat anywhere, by the way? If you are in chat, give me a shout, please. Hello, R. Clark. Super GT is spying us. Oh, really? Super GT should join the championship. Well, they can't anymore, actually. Maybe we can have a special guest one time. I don't know. So we are just missing one individual at this moment in time. Let's just check they're not in the lobby, and then we'll start going through some of the liveries. Okay, we're missing more than one individual here. What's going on? Oh no, we're missing two. But Lars is at the top of my list. Where's Lars? Lars was in chat before. I swear he was. Lars! Right at the top of my list. I missed that. So we're missing Lars, and we're missing Mr. Goal Machine at this moment in time. And Shadowcat, if you are in the chat as well, feel free to join. I just need to post something in. So I'm just seeing if I can find. Where's Venez? Venez is in Discord. Let's just quickly. Don't think Venez is joined. I don't think I heard anybody join in the meantime. Oh, I know where Lars is. Lars is on his way. Sorry, that's me forgetting. Lars is coming, and we're just missing Mr. Goal Machine. Is Mr. Goal Machine anywhere? Offline on Discord, so I don't know. And then this shadow cut's there. So if you have any questions, guys, please feel free to ask them and fire away. We're just going to look at some of the liveries, of course, while we are waiting for the drivers to join. There's Kenny giving us a flash, instantly on it, and you can see in that purple livery again. Kenny's actually the main feature of the intro, actually. Wasn't on purpose, it just randomly happened. Just Kenny seems to be in all the action, I guess. Let's go to, wow, look at this for a livery. Big Mac. Big Mac's changed it up here. It used to be a Scottish flag on top. What have we got on this car? Club. Bad boy club. Bad boy. Evil inside. Bad boys. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Wow, Kenny, yeah, 1043. That's really good. Let's go to Stag. Stag in the livery. Stag is always in the CNF livery there, which is Z28s and Eric with 400 numbers GTR's team. Sorry, Eric, I don't know all the numbers off by heart. Oh dear. Let's go to TSR Ryan. Got the Lewis Pog and the flawless picture on there as well. Why am I not driving? Because I'm commentating. That is the only reason. I'm literally doing this championship because FIA hasn't been fun for the majority of the seasons, so I've made this just for the community. As I said in a video, actually, this actually lost me like 20 or 30 subscribers, but I didn't really care because the whole point is, if you like racing, you'll enjoy this, basically. Whether you want to watch it or compete in it, it's there just for a bit of enjoyment for a change. I think Gremmy's mentioned it already, that he actually loves the entertainment side of it. Yeah, I didn't qualify. That's what it is. I'm too much of a pleb. So got a good wrench here with a Grusa in Alabama. It's got like a NASCAR. Is that an actual NASCAR livery, by the way? Does anybody know that? Answers on a postcard, please. I don't fully know all the NASCAR liveries. So, yeah. It's got Chevrolet on the front. So we've got a Chevrolet Cooper to CC. More on-board content, please. I can't go on board with the Minis. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, maybe I can. I don't know. Is there a keyboard shortcut for that now? I'm not sure. There we go. Romeo's cousin. Advertising their own business there. Earnhardt. Ah, okay. Thank you very much, chat, there, for confirming that one. I didn't know that, so you are helping me greatly. By the way, is the sound much better now, guys? Apparently the sound's been a bit weird today. For some people it's fine, some people it's not. For me it was fine, although my recording, I've got a slight dodgy, weird thing in the background. So, yeah, it's bizarre. I'm hoping it's fine now. Should be able to be in the cockpit. Cool. I'll see about that. So let's go to the coupes now. In that Mini Cooper livery as well. Does it say hi and see you on the front again? Hi, see ya! The coupe's looking for, obviously, the victory there. And who have we missed here? Bernie. We missed Bernie as well. Where's Bernie in all this? Bernie in that Gulf machine there. Look at those colours. That's absolutely fantastic. Except for a strange northern voice. Hey up! Hey up! Cup of tea. Go Scouts.
Alright mate, how are you mate? Hey. Coming down here. From Liverpool.
Oh dear. Right, okay. Jersey. We haven't looked at Jersey's livery yet. The middle bit of Liverpool was where it's supersonic. Like literally, dogs and bats could hear it, but nobody else could hear it. I couldn't even hear it. So let's look at Jersey's livery. We're going to give Lars till past. Hopefully Lars gets in time. But a bit of a Oasis livery there for Jersey. Do your Scouse impression again.
Alright mate, there, you calm down. Hey. What you doing here over in Liverpool?
Oh dear. Right, okay, Gaudy Guys, what are you making me doing? Very nice, I like. So we have this Spider-Man livery. Now this is one of my new favourite liveries. I think that's been brought into the competition. I'm not being drunk, honestly. This is actually a really nice livery, I've got to say. Gaudy Hornet is up there, one of my favourites. This is why Tidge doesn't do YouTube full time. She could break. Oh dear. All the Scousers are now unsubscribing from the channel. Oh, bloody Tidge, honestly, taking the mick. He only lives like 5 miles away from Liverpool. It's actually about 20, but you know, it's close enough. Right, TNTR Max Bailey. Dirty. The Tesco value machine is back. Obviously missed round 2 because it was away, but Max Bailey was up there in the championship, so we could see some fast action from Max Bailey. We are going to go at past, so I'll just let the drivers know that information. A Geordie accent. I know I can't. I'd have to practice beforehand. Why aye, man? Why aye? Dalo. Oh dear. Combine Harvester, that is. Down south, that. Hey, Combine Harvester. Oh dear. I'm just on with Kenny at the moment. I've just let the drivers know we're starting at past. Yes, you're all loving these accents. Although, anybody not from the UK... Ow, my ear just... Maybe I've just destroyed my eardrum because my headset just went too far in. Or one of them. I'm wearing 2 headsets at the moment. Yes, anyone not from the UK will not understand any of these accents. Basically, the UK has very small demographics in different places, especially compared to every other nation, and the accents are extreme. My name's Barry and I'm from Dudley. From the Midlands. Oh dear. Right, so as I say, we are just waiting for Lars. Let me just check Discord again. And Mr. Gold Machine as well. So, Mr. Gold Machine is still not there, and Venez. Is Venez... Did he answer my Discord? No. So we are starting at past. Wouldn't pay for a cup of tea. Oh, redhead. Oh, If you are truly a redhead, you would support me. Gingers need to work together here. Brummy, exactly. Dudley. Birmingham. Isle of Man. I don't really remember the Isle of Man accent. 2-3 there, eh? 2-3. So we are going to go at quarter past. So if Lars misses the qualifying, he misses the sprint race. I have messaged him. I can't remember what he exactly said. Let me just go back to these messages. So he had a league race 8 till 9 PM on the Sunday, which is now obviously. We're past 9 o'clock, so we'll just give him a little bit longer, and then we will begin. I would need a pedal as well halfway through this one when I've got 2 splits. It's annoying. I still don't have a pee break video, so there goes that idea. Just messaged on Discord. Oh, fantastic. Where's Lars? Tidge, my race just finished. Right, okay, we are waiting for... Oh, wrong keyboard. We'll wait for you. Venice. Yeah, so Lars has just finished his race, so we might be a bit delayed. My accent is what happens when a working class northerner spends far too much time on the internet. I mean, a lot of stuff happens when you spend far too much time on the internet. Peggy, 18. Guten Tag! Wie geht's? Wo ich wohne an der Küste in Nordwest-England, ja? Hello, Juju! Cafe to Tidge. Shut up, Tidge. Buongiorno! It's a me, Mario! Wow! Let's go! Can we nerf Kenny, please? Yeah, well, I don't see why not. Kenny, you've got a 100 kilogram weight increase. Tidge is on fire. You are all petrified. Tidge is on... I'll tell you who was on fire, actually. Din and Dave. So if you haven't watched the Morning Splits, Morning Split 2 especially, Din and Dave were absolutely on point in that race. They were brilliant, I've got to say. Like 2 standout performances today, Din and Dave. Edinburgh has a gorgeous accent. I don't think I've ever spoken to anyone from Edinburgh. So we are just waiting for Venez, so I'll just put that in chat. Venez is en route, so delayed until 20 past. The fact there's no face cam makes it even funnier. That is very true. Bonjour, ça va? Je m'appelle Tidgney. I like baguette. That's been a murder. I can't do that. I can't do it at all. Wales in the valleys. Oh dear. Right, as I say, we are just waiting for Venez. Bonjour, Storm. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Oliver Brothers can't deny. I can't remember the rest of the song, but here we go because I've learnt it from friends. And they sing it to the baby. Oh, that is true. Away. So there we go. Lars is in. Check out the helmet. Let's check out Gary Hornet's helmet. Where is it? That sounds very wrong. Right, let's go. Can we have a look? Oh, hang on. How do I look inside the car? I want to. No. Nope. Nope. The only way I can sort of see it is there. I think it is a Spider-Man outfit in there as well. Peggy, 18. Oh, brilliant. Right, so we are signed at 20 past Lars, just so... Please get in whoever is late to stop the accent murders. It's okay, Lars, don't worry. I did remember, like, 5 minutes into the 9 o'clock lobby, I was like, oh yeah, Lars said he was going to be late, he was doing something. And then I went and checked. So yeah, we are going to start 20 past. Same as before. So we're going to have the qualifying, then a sprint race, as Kenny shows us some drifting. GT Alex tried to show us some drifting and failed miserably earlier on. Oh wow, what did Maverick say? Can I... What did he say? Oh, Maverick. That's funny. So we are going to start at 20 past. Sorry for the slight delay, guys, but we give drivers every opportunity to race. I'm not sure where Mr. Goal Machine is. I think a few guys may have thought it was next weekend, the racing, but it is this weekend. Just due to the fact that next weekend I'm working all weekend. Plus it's the New York World Tour, and what would you rather watch? The New York World Tour or this? I actually think some of you might prefer this, to be honest with you, but yeah. Yeah, so we are going to start in 30 seconds. This both. Well, he's not here at the moment, unfortunately, so I can't do anything with that. Lexus partnership. I actually think it's going to be the W series. I reckon they're going to link up with the W series, if I'm honest. Mainly because they're, like, from the stuff I know, I've been told, they really want to focus on getting everybody participating. Whether you're under 18, male, female, whatever it might be, they really want everyone to participate and win stuff as well. Right, we're going to start qualifying now. Let's kick off with the qualifying session. Let's get serious now. I'm not sure what's going on there. The content there is for real, yo. Waiting for everybody to leave the pits. We're going to go to Romeo's cousin because Romeo's... Oh, I just hit the microphone, so sorry if you just got deafened. Let's go with Romeo's cousin here. King of sarcasm, but absolutely got reeled in earlier when we said we couldn't see Martin B. Racing's car. It was in camouflage, but Romeo didn't realise that one. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Apparently he was at the Chelsea game earlier. Yeah, I mean... in itself, the fact you support Chelsea should be a 10 place penalty, do you not think? Every race as well? I don't know. But even so, we're going to follow Romeo's round on this first lap. If Romeo's is listening, he's either laughing his head off or about ready to punch me in the face. But even so, we are continuing on to the start-finish straight. We're going to take a lap with Romeo's cousin here. I'm going to do a bit more of a track guide than I previously did. With Zanny Wabbit in the last one. So we cross start finish line. We're going to brake around the 70 metre area. So there's a blue van on the left. Just wait a little bit longer than that. Brake. Drop it to third gear. Try and cut a little bit of that turn there. Lovely line there by Romeo's. And then into the hairpin here. Try and take a nice wide line like that. Maintain that apex speed. Romeo's is potentially going to run a little bit wide here on the grass. But keeps in that third gear. Don't want to drop it to second. I'd say the change between gears is very long. So stay in third. You minimise that gear change. And you continue on with your laps here. So up into fourth gear now. Full acceleration period. And we continue towards the left-hand side. Now look at that braking marker. Now I think I broke around the 50-meter board last time. Let's see where Romeo's brakes. Oh, look at that. Bang on the 50-meter board. Absolutely perfect. Turn it in. Maintain a good apex speed. That is a fantastic apex speed by Romeo. That's the quickest I've seen anybody hit the apex and maintain that speed. That is really, really good apex speed there by Romeo's. Let's see what kind of lap this is going to be. It looks fairly quick in terms of what I can tell. A 103, a 104, a 104.9 at the moment. TSR Ryan goes a little bit quicker there, using that slipstream of Romeo's. TLE goes a little bit quicker there. 104.4 for TLE. Big Mac gets in there as well with 104.8, 105.8, 106.5 for Kenny. Kenny's obviously taking a trip around the full circuit rather than half the circuit. A bit of fighting going on further back for that slipstream as well. But I'm going to say that hairpin by Romeo is superb. 44 miles an hour apex speed. Unbelievable stuff. But we continue on all the same. And TLE, your current pole sitter at this moment in time in that Vertex machine. I've actually not gone through all the liveries. I may have missed some, and I think TLE was one of those liveries I did miss. So you can see that now, the Vertex machine. So Stag goes to the right side, looking for that slipstream sort of gap that you can get. So you want about like 6/10, 7/10 gap to people, so you get slipstream but avoid any carnage that potentially happens. Now that is a slow hairpin there by TLE. So that won't be an improvement. Is Max Bailey on for an improvement here? Doesn't look like it potentially. TLE goes in the pits. What on earth? TLE into the pits. I assure you, you don't have to do that. But no, Max Bailey's not on for a lap here. Let's see if anybody else improves their time. Oh, De Coop's up in the 104.9s. Kenny 105.5. Bernie 105.5 as well. Jumps Kenny by that little bit here. Kenny's having an absolute awful time there. Let's see if we can jump towards Kenny. See what on earth is going on here. Let's jump on board with Kenny. Staying in that second gear there. Now, as I say, I think third gear is probably better. Because there you have that delay. Do you see that delay? Slight change to third. There's a delay in the gear change. And that obviously will lose you a little bit of speed because you're not accelerating at that point. You're in neutral, essentially. To continue on up the hill. So Ken's going to have this lap and one more lap afterwards to get a lap in. 2.25 attempts up at this moment in time. So that does move him up some positions. Potentially in the perfect spot in terms of qualifying. Romeo's is in the real wrong place here. Going to absolutely ruin Kenny's lap. And that is a real ruiner there as well. So Kenny's going to need to really pull something out of the bag here. Bit bad there by Romeo's cousin, if I'm honest. So Kenny might want to report that, I'm not sure. De Coops goes up there, 104.3. 105.1 there for Bernie. 105.3 for Agrusa. And we're just looking for any more improvements. Gary Hornet is... oh yeah, Gary Hornet's on the lap. Lars is on the lap as well. So anybody now crossing the line, so somebody's about to cross the line, is not going to improve. But let's see what Lars can do. Lars is really far down here at the moment. Maintains a good line through there. And we continue on. Interesting GT Alex. Very interesting. Thanks for that little tip there. We'll see what happens with that. We caught that actually live on stream. Oh, 8,000's up here. Purple. And in the slipstream is Lars. Is this going to be the pole lap? In the slipstream of TLE here as we head towards the hairpin here for one last time. A lot of train or snaking going on the start finish rate. Oh, runs a little bit wide here. This might not be pole. 104.7 there for Max Bailey as we continue on towards the line here. Anyone else going to improve? It looks like it's only Lars set to improve at the moment in time. So 103, it's a 104. Oh, it's a P3. De Coops gets it in the end from TLE, from Lars there. 1/10 covering the top three. Then Ryan, Max Bailey. And second accelerates so fast in that section. There you go. So maybe second is the right way to go. I'm a little unsure. But even so, we have our poles there. Hi and see you by De Coops. Obviously that number plate means something. But you can see the grid there. Kenny all the way down in P12. A lot of work to do there. As we get ready. We want to go on board here. It won't let me go on board with Lars. There we go. That's what I wanted. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights as we get ready for the racing. And it's green. And it looks like OK starts from everybody up near the front. The Coupe's a little bit slow there. TLE getting the jump on the Coupes. The change to second gear. Caught the Coupes out. TLE well up into the lead there. Lars potentially looking for that P2 slot as well. So they come into the left-hander for the first time. Ryan coming on the inside as well. And they all make it round then into the right-hander we go. And looks like everybody has survived that initially. So let's see what happens during this sprint race here. 5 laps into the feature race with a reverse grid, of course, as well. As we continue on down now this hill. And then they're going to head up the next one. TLE with a significant gap there. Large right behind. TSR, Ryan and Max Bailey. They're going side by side as well. They're going to go line astern again. And up the hill we go. And yes, as you can see, all line astern, and there's the Spider-Man machine right at the back at the moment, but it looks absolutely awesome. We're going to say the colours just unbelievable. Into the right-hander we go, the hairpin for the first time. Nobody's gone to Narnia at this moment in time, which is all good to see. Romeo's run slightly wide there, a bit further back. We follow this battle for P2 at this moment in time. TLE goes to the left, the Coupes follows, so does Lars. Everybody follows suit, and here we have the snake, the mini snake, or the Cooper snake? I don't know what we'll go with. We continue towards the first corner anyway. Is Lars going to make any move here? Looks towards the inside. Doesn't quite get it done. Also defensive against Ryan there as well. It looks like Max Bailey went very, very tight on that first corner. And looking to go down the inside of TSR. Ryan there gets it beautifully done there, Max Bailey. What a lovely move there. Set up through turn 1. Got it done into turn 2. Max Bailey up to P4 then. Let's have a look a bit further back in the grid. What's happening back here? Bernie, Jersey and Gowdy Horner all further back. Kenny's up into Peter. Oh, a little bit of contact there. I'm not sure if that was lag or not, but they continue through there. 3 wide here. Look at this. Kenny on the inside of a Grusa, and then CNF Stag on the outside. We've got a lot of Americans in this lobby, of course, because it's later in the day for them than the 6 a.m. one that Benop had earlier today. Into the hairpin we go, and they're 3-4 wide. I wanted to get that battle. Yeah, I thought there might be a little bit of contact there. It does seem like the case as they continue on out. Stags leading that sort of mid-pack there. But let's go to the lead battle now. TLE still 1 second ahead there of the Coupes. The Coupes is the Coupes still in P2 actually. Lars in P3. Max Bailey in P4. So this is still the same as it was earlier on. Lars is that similar colour to LZR Lewis as well. Into the right hander we go. Max Bailey still looking to try and get up the inside. A little bit of contact there with the Coupes. The Coupes running a little bit deep there, forcing that little bit of contact. And line astern they are still as well. So we go. Oh, that's Bernie going way far off there. I'm not sure what happened to Bernie in all of that one. I can't even get to Bernie on the cameras. Let's have a look at what happened to Bernie in that one. So Romeo's goes wide there. Not sure what happened in that situation. We'll have to have a look at that. Oh, and Bernie's just hit off there. I'm not sure by who either. So we'll have another look at that in the future. But TLE at the moment leading everybody into the hairpin. The Coupes in P2, Lars P3, Max Bailey P4, Ryan P5. Big Mac in P6. Lagging a little bit there is Big Mac. We'll have to be careful of that. Kenny now up into P7. So making moves through the field. Stag in P8. Looking to work together with Kenny, it looks like. Gowdy Horner in P9, followed by Jersey in P10. Romeo's just dropped all the way down to P12 at this moment in time. I'm assuming that was due to the turn 1 off, which we'll have a look at on the next lap. We start lap number 4 now. With TLE leading the way. We'll jump to that P2 battle just quickly. Max Bailey again still looking. Takes that much tighter line there into that corner. Potentially losing out here to TSR Ryan due to that line. We'll see what happens as they go into the right-hander again. And Ryan going to have the inside hit. So they're going side by side through there. But it's all about who gets a slipstream on the exit, of course. And it looks like it's going to be Max Bailey potentially. They're still side by side here. And then a 3 wide further back. Romeo's cousin really in the thick of it there. But we head towards the hairpin once again. Oh, Gowdy Horner just staying on the circuit there. Oh, they've been contact. Oh, they've been barriered. They've been barriered. That's going to cost them a little bit of time. Ryan gets it in the end though. And Big Mac looking for that move on Max Bailey as well. Up into P5. Big Mac goes as we continue on with the racing. I was meant to have a look at the incident as well a bit further. Well, that happened a few laps ago and I didn't. Apologies for that one. We continue on now. Onto the final lap we go. And TLE still leading the way by quite a substantial margin. And into turn 1 we go. Max Bailey down the inside of Big Mac. Reclaims that position. Kenny looking to get the move done as well. Going to have to go around the outside at this moment in time. And is that going to work? Is the next question. Got a good run on the exit as well. Looks like Kenny could be getting this. He does indeed. Round the outside. How about that, guys? What a move by Kenny. Let's go to that lead battle at the moment. No TLE. 8 attempts from the Coupes, who is Well, he's got Lars all over his trumpet at this moment in time. 3 wide further back. We head towards the last corner here. I'm not going to have a chance to look at that incident, unfortunately, because we're already heading towards that last corner. And Lars looking for the move down the inside. Is it going to work? Goes for that move down the inside. Stops it on the apex. Oh, the Coops hits the rear of Lars. But that's a valid defense there. Stops it on the apex. And it looks like Lars is going to get out of position in the end. What a move by Lars at the end there. So further back here. Line astern, and then all wide further back. Bernie's come back into play as well, but TLE wins the race from Lars, from the Coops, from Ryan. Max Bailey is then in P5, Kenny P6, Big Mac P7, P8 for Gary Hornet, P9 for Grusa, P10 for Romeo's, 11 for Bernie, 12 for Jersey, and 13 for CNS Stag there. That's an interesting sprint race. Not as competitive as the other ones, in my opinion. TLE just went out there and just dominated from the start, to be honest with you. So fair play to TLE. Good sprint race there, and a good move by Lars at the end. So let's just save that replay. We'll change the race settings for one last time. So we go to 14 laps for the feature race. And we also go to that reverse grid. So I'll just let the drivers know. They've got a 5-minute warm-up, cool down based on lobby time. And let's have a look at those race results again. Let's just have a good idea of what went on there. So TLE won by 0.6 of a second, and Lars beat the Coops there by 0.6 as well. That little push, I think, on the hairpin just helped Lars get away a little bit there. Ryan in P4, Max Bailey P5, Kenny P6, P7 for Big Mac, P8 for Gowdy Hornet, P9 for Grusa in Alabama, P10 for Romeo's. Not sure what happened to Romeo's there at that turn 1. Not sure what's going on there. Bernie in P11, Jersey in P12, and CNS Stag in P13. So, way too much lag. And now, I think you're the only one lagging at the moment, Romeo's. I can't say leave and rejoin because that would mess up the grid as well. Because you're in there at the moment. So, hopefully it sorts itself out. It's a good shout asking everyone in the lobby. But the only people I've seen lagging at the moment is Big Mac. So, yes, it does appear to only be you at the moment, Romeo's. Yeah, Big Mac, I think, is lagging a little bit. I'll just watch Big Mac and see what happens. You had radar on the tyre that race. Well, you should do, in fairness. The radar is perfect for this kind of racing. Just big white minis in the way. Oh, brilliant stuff. So I'd say we're going to have a feature race in a minute. Well, not in a minute, in 3 minutes time. It's going to be a reverse grid, so plenty of action still to come here with Mini Madness. We'll see if TLE can come from the back of the field to get that race victory and collect the full amount of points. We'll have to wait and see. Kenny had to come from P12 to get to P6 there. So that was a good result for Kenny in the grand scheme. Hit 5 laps. Obviously, it's treble the distance there. And Kenny's trying to go for the biggest penalty in history, I think. As we just chill now. If you've got any questions, I would say fire them away. And I'm more than happy to answer them. In terms of the next Mini Madness, for those interested, that's going to be on September the 29th. So very late September. The reason it's very late in September is we normally do the last weekend in September anyway, but we have a World Tour event before that. We then have no Mini Madness in October due to the World Tour in Tokyo, just in case we make it. At the moment we are believed to make it for that World Tour. We then have one in November, which is just after the World Finals, which according to Tom's website is Monaco, but obviously we'd have to wait for GT to confirm that. And then yes, December is December the 22nd, I think it is. What's the meaning of life? 42. Where do baby cars come from? Well, you're seeing a couple of minis mount each other. That's all I can say about that one. Oh, Blake, thanks very much for that donation. Thanks again, as always, for organising this. Absolutely not a problem. I'll say I do this for you guys at the end of the day. If you enjoy a bit of racing and we just want to see some racing for a change rather than fuel saving, tyre saving and all the other stuff with tyre wear and fuel, this is what it's for. But Blake, what an absolute legend you are for that. Thanks very much, mate. In fact, it's just come through my ear right now. There's no alerts on screen, unfortunately, but just because it's a commentary. But honestly, thank you very much for that donation. So we're about to begin in a minute and 10 seconds time, as we get a good picture of TLE there as well. '42 Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So Luke 1 at the moment, just to give you an idea, so Mini Madness finishes in December. We have 6 rounds, best 4 count. After that, in terms of a community championship, I am going to look at the MX-5s for the next season. So obviously it was Mini Madness. We will then probably go to something like Mazda Madness, as someone says, or, you know, the MX-5s is what I'm looking at next, just as a bit of an upgrade. And I believe probably a little bit less on the weight transfer issue as well, which might actually help with the racing to some extent. So yeah, we will see what happens. And then in terms of Miata Madness, I like that. Now in terms of a more what's the word, a driver skill championship, there is another one planned that I want to do, so do keep an eye out for that. But there will be a DR limit on that as well. I've got the idea in my head, I just need to put it out there basically and start it. But that will probably happen in the off season and through the winter as well, but we'll see what happens. So let's get ready for this race now. 14 laps, reverse grid, that's all sorted. Make sure everyone's entered. They have indeed. Let's get ready for this feature race. We have Gaudi Hornets doing the track in reverse. Are they going to cross the line in time? Just misses out there. Yes, the touring car MX-5s. So here we are with the final race of the day. We have CNF Stag, then Jersey, Bernie, Romeo, Zagrusa, Gaudi Hornet, Big Mac, Kenny, Max Bailey, Ryan DeCoops, Lars, and TLE. They're your 13 drivers for this race. We're going to go on board with Bernie here as we wait for the light to appear. There we go. We have 1 red light, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are racing here for the final time today. It's Mini Madness, and once again, first place has a terrible start here. I'm not sure what's going on with the first place drivers today, but Jersey already up into P1. Bernie looking for a way round Stag. So we head towards the first corner. It's actually backed out of it there straight off the bat, but Jersey into P1 here. Round we go. Romeo's up into P3 actually. Bernie down to P4 there. Agrusa P5 in that NASCAR livery. Somebody said it's Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s livery. I'm not 100% on that, but that's what they said in chat. So we'll see what happens. Kenny in P7 there as we come through the first corner. Everybody unscathed here, but Jersey leading their way here in that GT Oasis livery, the orange livery car from CNS Stag, as we head up towards the hairpin for the first time of 14. And let's see what happens here. Is Stag going to go for the move? Are they going to play it tag team style? Let's see what happens. Stag looks towards the inside here. Maybe just playing it a little bit safe there in the braking zone. Bernie runs a little bit wide there. Further back. Oh, big contact there. I think somebody's broken extremely late. TNS, Ryan, Max Bailey and Gaudi Hornet all going wide there at the exit. Not sure what happened there, but we've got 2x2 here. Further back in the grid. Kenny, Big Mac, Kenny up to P6 at this moment in time. Into the left-hander we go. Does Kenny keep that position? Does indeed. P6 for Kenny. And looking at the inside of Agrusa straight off the bat here. Doesn't quite work out there, but very close. Going to be right on the tail of Agrusa. As round they go. And in terms of the lead, it's all line astern there. Further back we've got 2x2 of course. Round we go. And Agrusa going to have all sorts of defence. Oh, it's going to need all sorts of defence with Kenny in there as well. As we head up to the hairpin again. Let's have a look a bit further back though. As we go 2 and 3 wide here. TLE up to P8 there. Your sprint race winner. Fighting their way through the field at this moment in time. Into the braking zone we go. 2, 3 wide. How do we survive this one? Oh, a little bit of contact there. Somebody broke a little bit late and that's forced TLE really far off at this moment in time. TLE a lot to do now. But of course, bit boost on and slipstream on weak. Plenty of time to catch up. We saw GT Alex. It took GT Alex several laps, 6 laps or so to get out that mid-pack madness. Oh, what's happened there? What's happened there? A little bit of an incident there, guys. You need to use your radar. Let's jump a bit further up now. And where's Kenny? Where's Kenny gone in all of this? Kenny's down to P10. What on earth's gone on there? Kenny down to P10. So Jersey still in P1. Romeo's cousin up into P2 actually. Overtaking Stag during all of that. We're missing all the action here at the moment. Apologies for that, guys. Bernie in P4. So these four are now breaking away quite substantially. So whatever happened at the hairpin, it involved Kenny and Max Bailey. I wonder if we can have a quick look at what happened here. It already happened at this moment in time. And look at this. There was just contact on the... look at that. A little bit of contact there. Guys having to use radar and such. So we jump to P1, Jersey leading the way. Stag going for the move down the inside of the hairpin. What a move by Stag there on the brakes there. Just manages to get it stopped. And Romeo's looking for the cut back there in P3. Not going to get it, I don't think. It depends who Jersey gives the slipstream to. Is he going to give it to a fellow American or is he going to give it to Romeo's? We head towards the line now. And Romeo's is going to get the slipstream at the moment. Let's see what happens with this P2 battle. Into the first corner we go. And Stag's going to be on the inside. And Stag takes that. Nice and easy there for Stag. Oh, looking on the inside of Jersey there as well into the hairpin. So four-way battle for the lead at this moment in time. A little bit of taps here and there. Let's go to that P5 battle. It's Max Bailey from Ryan, from the Coops, from Agrusa in Alabama. In fact, they're all there. It's the Coops from everybody else, it looks like. 2 by 2, they go. And we'll see how that battle continues on. But we're going to focus on the battle for the lead at this moment and the battle for P2 as well. This is a very close battle that's happening. 3-way, technically 4-way. If Bernie can keep up there. Bernie's just losing Romeo's a little bit here. To come towards the first corner again. Stag on the inside there. A little bit defensive. Right behind Jersey though. Romeo's going for that little bit better run out the corner. Let's see what happens there. And further back, we've got action. Ryan looking for the move on Max Bailey. Lots of penalties in the midfield as well. You see Kenny right in the thick of it there. Lots of work to do for Kenny. This has not been the best round for Kenny at all as we head towards the start-finish line. 3-4 wide here, heading towards the first turn. And we'll see what the end result of this is as they come into this first turn. 4 wide does not work here, guys. As there you can see the result of it. Oh, bit of an accident there. Bit of an accident. Although that's allowed Kenny to get on the inside now into P10. But let's go towards that battle for P2. In fact, Stag's pulled away drastically from Romeo's cousin and is all over the back of Jersey here. So potentially an incident at turn number 1. Bernie's lost out big style there as well. So Jersey setting some serious pace here in that car. And Stag looking to keep... Pivot! Yes, indeed. As we continue towards... Oh dear, guys. The trolling has begun. Let's not keep doing that though. Let's continue on with the fight though. It's Stag versus Jersey. And is Stag going to look for teamwork or is Stag going to go for the move? We'll find out as we start lap number 6 already. Wow, this race is going ridiculously fast. Stag into the break zone. Just not going for the move just yet. Trying to play it smart. Maintain a bit of a decent gap to that mid-pack. The mid-pack obviously coming in here. Kenny going full drift mode there. Max Bailey on the inside of the Coops here. Into the right-handed hairpin. TLE back up into P8 now. Was back in P13, remember. After being potentially hit off. Potentially a mistake, I'm not sure, at the hairpin 2 laps ago on lap number 4. So it's all about trying to break away. And you can see Max Bailey, the Coops and TLE trying to break away from that mid-pack. That's what it's all about in this Mini Madness. All about breaking away from the mid-pack. Try and break away and then make the moves happen. It's quite difficult to do, but once you have broken away, you're free to go towards the leaders there. So coming into the hairpin, the Coops on the inside of Max Bailey. Gets that job done, nice and easy. Kenny on the inside. Taking my advice of staying on the inside. Best place to be. Least likely place to get knocked out. As we go towards the lead battle. Now Romeo's cousin has joined back up with this lead battle. Jersey on the inside. Stag on the outside. Romeo's on the inside of Stag as well. Romeo's going for the move potentially on the leader. And he pulls out of it there. A little bit of contact there with Romeo's and Stag. But that's nothing there really. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Stag and Jersey as well. As we leave that corner, it's still side-by-side action here. And Stag takes the lead for now then in that CNF machine. Stag from Jersey, from Romeo's. Bernie has lost out a little bit. TSL Ryan is joining this battle a little bit here as well. If they can work together and catch up C3, we'll have a 5-way battle. As we continue on. Somebody's really taking my plea to kill Kenny, literally. Yeah, let's not kill Kenny. We know what the saying is with that one, if anybody's watched South Park. But they're all line astern at the moment. Let's go with Kenny here. Kenny goes towards the inside once again. Again, the safest place to be in this kind of action. But, yeah, you got to try and break away as well. But they're staying with that Max Bailey and De Coops. They've been brought back into this mid-pack battle. And let's jump to the lead battle. Stag from Jersey, from Romeo's, from Bernie, from TSR Ryan. Oh, in fact, was Ryan going for the move there on Bernie? He was indeed. Ryan gets the move done on Bernie. Up into P4 there. Ryan making his way up into this battle for the lead now. 5-way battle for the lead. Looking very nice indeed. Romeo's trying to go on the inside of Jersey there. Not quite working out. Let's jump a bit further back now. TLE up into P7. I'll say back in P13 a few laps ago. So making their way through the field now. Showing that the sprint race was not a one-off here. Well played by TLE. And where's Kenny gone again? Back to P10 for Kenny. A little bit of lag there between Big Mac and Gary Hornet, I think. But they continue on. Look at that line of stern there. So we head towards the hairpin again. It looks like Romeo's is potentially on the inside of Jersey a bit further up. Indeed he was. Tries to outbrake Jersey. Runs a little bit deep there. Jersey probably going to come back. Indeed, Jersey does. So Jersey retakes that position. Ryan going for the move. A little bit of a block there potentially, but Ryan gets it done anyway, getting in that slipstream. It's going to be side-by-side action between Ryan and Romeo's. They head towards the start-finish line, and Ryan up into P3 now, making those moves stick here. Is he going to keep that position as they head towards turn 1? Romeo's on the inside, of course, and Ryan gets it done there. Lovely move by Ryan up into P3 now. We're seeing Ryan every lap make a position. That's all you got to do. A little bit of a tag there on Jersey. It's not going to quite work out though, as we jump a bit further back here. Somebody's just gone off to Narnia. I didn't see who that was. Kenny up into P9, up into P8 now. Kenny's the highest position he's been in quite a while, and looking to try and break away from that mid-pack. And TLE up into P6 now. So look, TLE is shown from P13 to P6. It is possible, even with the madness of the mid-pack here in Mini Madness. A little bit of contact there further back, a little bit of lag playing into effect there. Let's jump to that lead battle again. Stag, Jersey, Ryan all in there. Ryan looking for the move on Jersey. A little bit of a tag there, but does get it on the apex. Ryan up into P2 now. Ryan is seriously making moves in this race as they continue now towards the start-finish line. Stag has got a bit of a gap going now in terms of 6.5 tenths. Kenny's disappeared off the face of the map again. I'm not sure where he's gone, as Stag in P1, Ryan in P2, Romeo's P3, Bernie P4, Jersey down to P5 there, losing out massively in all of that. And we've got a big serious battle going on here. 5 cars fighting for that lead. And then we've got the P6 battle here as somebody goes absolutely launching it into turn 1. I think that was a Gruser. Kenny in P8 again. We've seen where Kenny has reappeared, and through we go. So somebody absolutely launched. I have to say, I think it was a Gruser. I'm not 100%. Gary Hornet off there. Spider-Man in the grass. I know spiders like grass, but I'm not sure it's useful in this situation. As TLE and Max Bailey trying to pull away, but they're going to bring Kenny along with them. But let's go to this lead battle here. Stag, Ryan, Romeo's cousin, Bernie, Jersey. They're all in the fight for this P1 position. Stag currently leading the way. They head towards the hairpin, and Ryan goes for the move down the inside again. A big dive. Is he going to make it work? He managed to stop it on the apex, but Ryan going to go, Stag going to go for the cut back here. Is it going to work side by side? Romeo's cousin in there as well. It's about, well, we are about to start lap number 11 here. There's going to be 4 laps to go. And who is going to take this victory? It's going to be 3 wide as we head towards turn 1. Look at this. They're all side by side. Look at that. Under 100 separating them at one point. Into turn 1 we go, and Romeo's cousin is going to be leading the way a little bit here. A little bit of a tag there with Ryan. Romeo's cousin going to be on the inside though, but Ryan gets it done. My word, what an epic defense there by Ryan. Ryan up into P1, Romeo's P2, Stag P3, Bernie P4, Jersey P5. It's still a 5-way battle here for the race victory, and what an unbelievable fight we've got for the remaining 4 laps. Let's have a look a bit further back. We've got Max Bailey, TLE, Kenny, Big Mac. They're all in there as we continue on now for the 11th time here, and look at that side-by-side action further back. But let's jump to that lead battle. They're all side-by-side here. Romeo's cousin goes defensive. Stag is on the real inside of the circuit here. Into the hairpin. Once again we go. Stag is on the inside with Romeo's cousin there as well. They managed to stop it on the apex. Romeo's just gets bullied out a little bit there. That's all fine to me. That's clean as you like. Because Stag stopped on the apex, and Romeo's is going to have a good run out the corner. Look at this. Romeo's back up to P2. A brilliant run. Stag has lost out massively there with the sausage curb. Romeo's, look at that. Look at the speed Romeo's has carried. Unbelievable. Bernie on the inside now of Stag as we continue towards the left-hander once again. Bernie on the inside of Stag. Does Bernie keep the position? No, Stag goes around the outside. Romeo's just goes a bit deep here. Romeo's has gone a bit deep. Stag back up into P2. Bernie P P3, Jersey P4. Oh, a little bit of contact there, and Romeo's dropped down to P5. But meanwhile, TSL Ryan, a 2.5 second gap to Stag. It's a battle for P2 now. TSL Ryan is just legging it. What a race by TSL Ryan here. Made the moves, got into P1, and has absolutely legged it. Right, let's go further back in the field now. Max Bailey, TLE, Kenny, that Coops, they're all in there. All these are fighting quite high in the championship as well. And look at that, they're closing in on that battle for P2. We could have an absolute mad last lap battle for P2 here. I can see it coming if I'm honest. These guys are working together now. They're using teamwork to try and gain that advantage to get towards the front of the field and then have that battle towards the end. Ryan 2.8 seconds extending that lead. Stag still in P2, Bernie P3, Jersey P4, Romeo's P5. That P6 battle, they're all just helping each other along here, I think. Pushing each other all the way. TLE trying to push them along, trying to catch up to that P2 battle. We've got 2 laps to go on the penultimate lap at this moment in time. Into the left hand, there we go. Look at that lovely moves. Here we go. And Jersey trying to defend that position. Bernie in there as well. Stag trying to pull away from Bernie. It's 1 second gap, so Stag's trying to consolidate that P2 essentially as they go side by side. Jersey and Bernie, Romeo's cousin in there as well. They continue on. Bernie's going to have a bit of a run here, but Romeo's going to have the biggest run of them all because of that side-by-side action. So Romeo's looking to try and gain a position, potentially probably going to go to the inside, maybe. We'll have to see what Jersey does first of all. Stag goes towards the left-hand side of the circuit. There's the train of cars. We have a train of cars for the battle for P3 technically at this moment in time. For this last lap, let's see what moves are going to be made. Romeo's goes hugely deep there. I'm not sure what has happened on that last lap. Oh, Romeo's gets hit again. 1.5 second penalty for Romeo's after all of that. So let's go to the final lap. Kenny up into P7, TLE in P6, Max Bailey in P5. It's the last lap. Let's see what happens. Bernie P3 here trying to defend from Jersey. Stag in P2, Ryan in P1 at this moment. 2.5, maybe 3 seconds ahead of everybody else. In fact, 3.5 seconds as we come into that last corner. Oh, Bernie's pinned it. Bernie's pinned it on the last lap. This is unbelievable. That's going to put TLE up potentially as well. Kenny's in the mix here. TR Max Bailey up into P4 on a run for P3 here. Round we go for the last time here on Mini Madness. Big Max has gone off to Narnia there. I think that might be lag involving Romeo's cousin. We continue up the hill. TSR Ryan looking like he's going to win this. All he has to do is make the hairpin here as we continue towards the hairpin one last time. There's a line of cars here. Anyone going to make any drastic moves? We saw some drastic moves previously. Kenny looks towards the inside, further back. Looks to try and get the move done on Bernie. Stops it on the apex, gets it round, and gets it done. Kenny moves up a position on the last lap. That could be vital here. TSL Ryan coming across the line, drifting it all the way. It's going to be CNS Stag in P2, Jersey P3, Max Bailey in P4, TLE P5, Kenny P6, Gaddy Hornet P7. It's a dash towards the line there for everybody else. Agrusa gets it from the Coops, from Romeo's cousin, from Lars, from Big Mac, from Bernie there, and spins across the line. What a final race that is for you. Ryan showing how it's done. A little bit of patience there, made his way through the field and actually got that victory. That was some superb driving by Ryan. Look at that, up 9 positions. It shows you it is possible in this race, guys. Unbelievable race there by everybody. As we'll just save that replay and we'll have a look at the provisional final results pending any incident reports and penalties that may be applied. But TSR Ryan showing how it's done there. P1 came back 9 positions back, so down in P10. Unbelievable stuff. Then we have Stag in P2 and Jersey in P3. Max Bailey P4, TLE P5, Kenny P6 there. Gaddy Hornet P7, Agrusa P8, P9 for the Coops, P10 for Romeo's, P11 for Lars, P12 for Big Mac, and P13 for Bernie. That is your final results, guys. As I say, the next race is going to be on the 28th or 9th of September. It's going to be at the Goodwood circuit, so it should be some interesting racing. We have a chicane of death on there as well. But let's see what happens. That's going to be it for me now, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this racing. I hope you've enjoyed the racing all throughout today. Congratulations to the race winners and the podium finishers. But that's going to be it for me now, guys. I hope you enjoyed Mini Madness, and we'll see you for the next one.